Soaking in a hot spring in Iceland is one of the most popular and absolute must-do things. In the summer of last year, I visited Iceland for 4 days and got to experience the Blue Lagoon and the Sky Lagoon, two of the most popular and iconic geothermal spas in Iceland. Hey, I'm Berenice, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the differences between the two and sharing with you at the end which one of them is my favorite. And hopefully, I can help you decide which one you should check out, if not both. Before we get into it, I want to mention two things. One, both lagoons are really close to Reykjavik and both offer shuttles at an extra cost, so accessibility is comparable. And two, as far as the entry fee, I ended up paying about the same for each, which makes the comparison a little bit more fair. So, I'll be comparing the two based on the amenities, the vibe, the value, and most importantly, how I felt after. And I feel so good. My skin feels amazing. The Blue Lagoon is only about a 20-minute drive from the international airport, and most people tend to visit either right after they land or as their last stop before leaving Iceland. They also offer shuttles from Reykjavik or from the airport, which you can pre-book with the website. When we visited Iceland, there was an ongoing eruption that closed the main road, so what is typically a 20-minute ride turned into about an hour. The good news is though, as of the time of this recording, so September 2025, the road is back open and this is no longer a concern. And because of the eruption at the time, we had to take a free shuttle from the parking lot to the entrance. We parked and then we have to grab a shuttle. Right away, you're hit with that less than pleasant sulfury smell. Stinks. But you also get a preview of the gorgeous and famous milky blue color, which along with the location, the black lava field, had the National Geographic name them one of the 25 wonders of the world. Entering the lagoon felt so surreal. I always love a good hot spring, but there was something so special about the uniqueness of this lagoon, the color, the black lava rocks, the quietness. It felt like I was in a dream. The lagoon is filled with geothermal seawater that is rich in algae, minerals, and silica. And apparently that's what gives it that beautiful blue color. It's the way the silica reflects the light. The line for the masks is crazy. It was definitely packed when we arrived, but because of how massive the lagoon is, plus the steam rising off the water, it didn't actually feel crowded at all. It was easy to find like our own little corner to just relax and enjoy. The in-water mask bar and drink bar also added to the vibe, which brings me to the amenities. We booked the premium package, which didn't come with private showers. Boarding wasn't allowed in the locker rooms for obvious reasons. The showers are not that public. It's nice if you have a bathrobe, which comes with the premium or the next level up. There's multiple showers. They're blocked off, you have privacy. You only get a towel after you come out of the lagoon, so no towel before going in. If you want that, then you should bring your own microfiber towel. I've seen a couple of people hang those. A nice touch for this package was definitely the robe, because who doesn't love a robe? Our package included a 3-step mask ritual. The exfoliating mask, which stays on for 1 minute. The silica deep cleansing mask, which stays on for about 10 minutes. And for step 3, you get to choose. GoPro just died. This is step 3. And I did the algae and he did the mineral. The algae is anti-aging and the mineral is hydration.
And I can put it on my beard.
This feels so nice and luxurious. I love the smell. Outside of that, in the locker rooms, there's blow dryers, there's a moisturizer after you take your final shower. It feels so silky and smooth. I put it all over my body and I feel so good. My skin feels amazing. Did you use a moisturizer? Yo, doesn't it feel super smooth?
So smooth.
Your wristband gets you in and out of your locker. That's what you use to get your mask and your drinks that are complimentary. Otherwise, you can pay for individual drinks. We also got 2 drinks included with options ranging from smoothies, beer, to cocktails and sodas. There was definitely a nice variety. I started off with a healthy green juice option and then treated myself to a nice little cocktail because balance. Even though the Blue Lagoon is a very touristy spot and has become a little more expensive over the years, it was still worth checking out in my opinion, and it felt so fun, relaxing, and luxurious and just kind of unique. The prices here vary a lot depending on the day, the season, but also the time of day. For the Sky Lagoon, we booked our tickets kind of last minute. We were driving back from our southern coast adventure. We drove about 3 hours and are both exhausted. We tried to book just the cheapest option, but only one was available, and it was the most expensive option, which was about $120 per person. But with that, we get a private changing room and the 7-step ritual, which I was not keen to try, but according to the website though, it looks like the lagoon access only package is no longer an option, so the 7-step ritual is now always included as an option. In terms of location, the Sky Lagoon is a little bit more accessible and convenient than the Blue Lagoon if you are staying in or visiting Reykjavik, about 13 minutes from the city center. And like the Blue Lagoon, a shuttle service can also be arranged ahead of time, and you can also arrive by taking a public bus. These are just a few options in case you might not be driving. But if you're interested in what it was like to drive in Iceland, check out my other videos or my van life experience in Iceland. The entry into this lagoon is also gorgeous. The black rock walls and design makes it feel natural but still modern. And once you're in the main pool, it opens up to these incredible panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean. Even though the Sky Lagoon was technically less crowded than the Blue Lagoon, it somehow felt less private. I'm thinking because it's so open and exposed and not as steamy as the Blue Lagoon. But there were still little areas that offered some privacy. Our package gave us access to a private shower and changing area, which felt kind of nice. The lockers were right outside of the showers, and the changing area leads straight into the lagoon. You're essentially just a few steps away from the water, and because of that, they don't really offer robes. I was on the fence about doing the 7-step ritual because I really don't like the cold. It's cold. I want to go. But since I already paid for it, I figured I might as well go all in and get my money's worth. So the ritual is essentially alternating between hot and cold in different environments, with a scrub included towards the end. So it goes lagoon, cold plunge, sauna, cold mist spray, body scrub, steam room with the scrub on, and wrapping it up with a shower. If you want to see the full experience, definitely check out the full vlog that I will link in the description. My skin feels real smooth.
I think after a workout, it will be lit.
Yeah. Litter. The last item in our package was our complimentary drink, which we weren't aware at the time that only includes non-alcoholic beverages. They do have cocktails and other beverages available, but they come at an extra cost. This is of course not a big deal, but if we're comparing to the Blue Lagoon, I really like the variety of choices that they offered. I want to say the whole ritual took about 25 minutes, which only left us about 20 minutes to enjoy the lagoon before closing. I will say at the end it did feel a little bit rushed. Part of it is our fault because we were hungry and we spent too much time at the restaurant before going into the lagoon, but I do wish that the hours were a little bit longer, especially in the summer where the sun doesn't set. On the upside, the prices here at the Sky Lagoon are a little bit more stable and don't seem to fluctuate as much as they do for the Blue Lagoon.
Sky Lagoon was dope. I'm mad that we didn't get enough time because we took so long to eat. We were so hungry, but it was nice. You see my hair doesn't look crazy anymore. I left air conditioner in my hair.
Both experiences left me rejuvenated and re-energized.
And in case you couldn't tell, I have a newfound energy. We looked completely different going in. We looked like miserable people and we're so tired. And I have this burst of energy now. Do you feel the same?
I feel good. I feel real good.
Overall, I felt like the Sky Lagoon focuses a little bit more on the body, like chest down, whereas the Blue Lagoon leaned a little bit more on the face, which makes sense because the pool offers so many additional benefits. In my opinion, you really can't go wrong either way, but if I had to choose only one to experience, I would go for the Blue Lagoon. I do feel like the experience just feels a little bit more unique, and it was almost like being in another world. I still very much love the experience at the Sky Lagoon. Yes, even the 7-step ritual, and would recommend trying out both if it is in your budget to do so. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite or which you'd like to try, and make sure to check out this playlist right there to see more of my Iceland adventures. I'll see you next time in the next vlog.